Jessica from Pizza Books, and today I'm here with a very, very exciting video, and it is to announce the Usedbook-A-thon. It is going to be a readathon I'm hosting with Kayla from Literature Reads. I will link all of her stuff down below. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I love used bookstores. Half Price Books, one of my favorite bookstores of all time. I have two right by me, and really three, but there's five like I can go in a loop on. So I'm very, very spoiled to have Half Price Books. I actually just went to two locations today because they're having their coupon week. So I had a 40% off coupon for any item I wanted to buy in the store. So of course I went to two different locations, walked out with 5 books. So I love used books. A lot of my books I get are used. I sometimes find really good indie books there, or just all my mass markets are from there. I go to Goodwill. I go so many places to buy used books, and if it weren't for used bookstores, I would be spending way much more money than I need to on books. And so Kayla actually works at a used bookstore, so she loves used books as well. She's from Canada, I'm from the US, so it doesn't even matter where you live. There's should be good places to find used books, whether it's a library sale. And so the whole point of this readathon is to read used books. Like I said, you can get it from Half Price Books, Goodwill, any charity shops you go to. I forget the one in Canada. There's a chain in Canada. I don't remember what it's called, but they have used books there. I also go to library sales. You can also, we've decided, use Book Outlet and the library for this readathon. Book Outlet, they're not technically used, but they're passed along from different stores, so they get all the leftover books, and so that's getting books on a super cheap price. So you can do Book Outlet, and you can also use a library because technically you are reading used books. You're reading books that people have read before. This readathon is going to take place on August 3rd through August 9th, so it's going to be a week long, and we actually have made a bingo board for this. Now, Kayla and I both brainstormed it all, but she's the one who put together the bingo board, and I love how it turned out. This is what the board looks like. I will have it linked down below, and it is 4x4, and it has all different kinds of things to do or books to read. And so we have a lot of different categories. I'll go ahead and read them off to you, and so you can see what kind of path you want to take. You can do the whole board because it's really easy to double up, or you can just do a line, whatever you want. There's no specific challenge for reading a certain amount of books. They're just fun, different challenges to figure out what book you want to read for them. Alright, so we have read a book that was $2 or less, which is going to be hard to remember, but I do remember. I know at Goodwill I always get my books for $1 there. So any books I get at Goodwill will definitely work for this challenge, and if I get them on the clearance shelf at Half Price Books, those are $1 or $2, so any book that's $2 or less. Read a damaged book. This is one that bothers me because I hate buying used books that are damaged, but it happens. And so like thrift books, I always get books from them, and they always have cracked spines. No matter how hard I try to find one that says good condition, they're cracked spines. So like this, you want to read a book with cracked spines. So this is when it's good to have a damaged book. Some people don't care. Some people think it gives a book a character, but I have plenty of mass markets that have cracked spines on them. So I'm excited for that challenge. The next challenge is to read a romance book, which pretty easy to do. Next is to read a book that is 10 years old or older. So it's published in 2009 or earlier, which used books, I have tons of those. I have books from the 90s that I've bought from Goodwill and Half Price Books. That one will be super easy for me, and that should be easy if you do buy used books. Then we have read a mass market. So I know I'm definitely going to double up on mass market and a damaged book because lots of my mass markets I buy online come with cracked spines because for some reason booksellers think that it's good condition if everything's intact with the spine, which I don't agree with, but it's fine. I like having a cracked spine already because then I don't feel bad about reading it and cracking the spine more. Like if I have a perfect pristine mass market, I'm not going to crack the spine. I'm going to be very careful when I'm reading it because I don't like the look of cracked spines on shelves, but it's already cracked. Who cares how much more damage that book gets? The next one is read a first in a series, which I am really excited for because I have lots of those. Then there's a new to you author, which I think is always really important to have in a readathon because I love discovering new authors, so pushing me to do that is really good. Then there's a category of a cover change. So that means you need to read a book that has the covers changed. So you could be reading the original book cover, or you could be reading the new book cover. And now you'll probably have to research part of that. It happens a lot with mass markets if they decide to redesign the covers, like the Outlander series. There's been like 5 cover changes for that with all the editions that come out, and then the movie editions that come out. So if you're reading a book that has like a TV show or a movie, that definitely counts because they've come out with a new tie-in, movie tie-in edition. So yeah, any cover that has had any change to it, you can read that book. The next one I think is really fun, and that's read a book only after 8 p.m. I'm glad we made it 8 because I'm asleep by 10 p.m. So I have 2 hours every night for the readathon to read one book, so I think I can do that challenge. Next, this has water on the cover, so it can be like an ocean, it can be like a drink of water, it can be like a lake, it could be rain, any kind of water on the cover. Next, this takes place in a different country, which I think is perfect for taking place in summer because it could be anything that's traveling in it, or the characters are from a different country and it's in their home country. Either one works. The next one's actually a challenge for you to do, and that's to donate a book. So I like to donate my books to either Goodwill, or if I bought them myself, I will sell them to Half Price Books, and so that's a great way to give back to what you're already taking. So if you love buying used books, why not donate a used book to Goodwill, Half Price Books, your library, a hospital, I don't know, you look up places to donate a book. The next one Kayla and I are really excited for, and that is to read a book from your favorite used bookstore. So obviously Kayla's probably going to use one from the bookstore she works in. I'm going to read a book from Half Price Books. I love that store so much. Everything's half price. They're all used books. Except for they do have some new books that they sell for 20% off, but everything else is used. So, favorite bookstore, I will use that. The next one's Buddy Read a Book. So Kayla and I already have a book picked out. We're super excited for it. We will share it in our TBR, but just choose anybody you want to and Buddy Read the book. They could be participating, they could not be participating. Just Buddy Read a book. The next one is to read by candlelight. So you could overlap this with your read after 8 p.m. and only use a candle to read. And you got 2 challenges right off the bat. So that one's another fun kind of like action challenge. And the last one is to bake a bookish snack. And so it can be anything you want to eat while you're reading or something that's actually bookish. So like once I made Harry Potter house cupcakes for a Harry Potter trivia night that I was going to. So I made like the icing into all the different houses on the inside, and there was a wizard's hat on top, so you bit into it and you didn't know what house you're going to be in. That's the perfect bookish snack. But if you want to just bake some cookies and eat some cookies with some milk while you're reading, that totally counts too. This is definitely up to interpretation, so do whatever you want for that challenge. And those are all the challenges. Make sure that you check out our board down below. I will leave a link to it definitely, and I'm very excited for all of these challenges. I'm already excited to make my bullet journal spread and be able to color in everything. Kayla and I will definitely be posting our TBRs in a couple weeks, and don't forget that the readathon takes place from the 3rd to the 9th, and I'm so excited. If you love used books, this is a perfect readathon for you because I collect so many used books and then they sit on my shelves while I start reading the new books that I get, and I kind of forget about my used books. So this is the perfect readathon for us, and I'm so excited to be co-hosting this with Kayla. We will definitely be interacting all throughout the week on our Instagrams. Make sure you check out all my social media links down below and follow me everywhere so you can keep up to what I'm doing during that readathon. If you have any questions, please let me know, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.